Hey guys, my name is Shane, and I just recently started buying to resell officially on the eBay platform. And I recently made a video, and I would like to follow up and touch up on some of what I spoke about in that previous video, as well as trying to attempt at filming a better video. After watching that one, my voice was a little off, and that was probably due to I got a waterproof phone case, and it works really well, but at the same time, it kind of takes away from um, you hearing me and me hearing other people, I suppose. So I'm gonna try this again. Um, First, I guess I was gonna start with what I got from Dream Deals and go over that, but I'll show you the items that I have to ship tomorrow. In my previous video, I mentioned one of them was a pair of boots. It was my third item that sold, and those are these boots right here. These I ended up finding at Dream Deals maybe a month or so ago. It was around, it might have even been the first time I went, and these were there, and I saw them new in the packaging, and I mean, they look nice, and so I decided to grab them. They may have been $5 or $6. You saw the price tag. Now, of course, when I looked them up, they were selling online for about 30, $35, and that may have entailed free shipping. I ended up selling this pair for $15 and $8 and some odd cents in shipping. So, I mean, that was profit, of course, but uh, I don't know. As I'm starting out, especially as a new eBay user or seller, you start out with no um, prior history. So no one really knows what kind of seller you are. I do feel like it helps by having a good amount of inventory, but at the same time, from what I understand, you have to, well, you, in a way, you undercut as well as you give a better deal than most. And I guess as time passes and you actually get those ratings, um, you become a better buyer or seller. And at that point, you can ask for a higher price. And maybe you learn a little more about shipping. Um, what's the best way to ship, how to ship, what it's going to cost you, whether or not you can afford to do free shipping or a flat cost, and what's going to be beneficial for you whenever you're buying, selling, and shipping. This next item, it was also something that I'd end up getting one of the first times I went to Dream Deal. It's actually pretty big, I guess, compared to me in my head. The box is a little damaged. Other than that, everything is included, and it is a Super Mario's 10-piece Boo toy set. That might not be the exact name, but and when you go on eBay and you look at these items, this particular toy, I didn't do my homework well enough. I didn't write that particular one down. But if you were to punch this particular toy into eBay and you search it, once you search it, you will see listings of sellers that currently have that. What you can do is go to filter and see sold items, and then you refresh your results. And from that point, you can see what these items sold for, the particular date that it sold, and the amount, whether the shipping was free or if the buyer also paid. And they fluctuated anywhere from 60 all the way to 19.99. I ended up selling this one for $20 and I believe $10 shipping. I think I received a payment for about 31 bucks, and I believe that makes my fourth eBay sale. So now I just need my items to start delivering, and I can get feedback from the buyers, and from that point it just boosts the sales. And again, I'm kind of hoping that these videos are informational and to help me as well as others, but to hopefully boost the sales as well. Maybe get a little notoriety, or get a following, and just attract more attention. That's the goal for anyone. If you're starting a business or you're selling something, you want the attention of the customers or the people, because you want them to purchase what you have, no matter what you're selling. And so, I mean, you can also reach people with good deals, and just being straightforward and doing good business. The next thing I'm gonna do is go over some of the things that I got from Dream Deals. When I went, I ended up spending, I said 98, right at 90 bucks, and I got a lot of stuff. I got 14 items. I was under the impression I got 13, but I got 14. I didn't pull all of them out, but I pulled a good amount of them just to show you what they were and give you an average idea of what they were going for. This particular item, it is a hot air brush. The brand is Sweet Top. Not anything I'm very familiar with, but nonetheless, it's brand new in the box and it works. And online on eBay, these have been selling for anywhere from $23 to 44, 45 bucks. And the higher prices are probably including free shipping. I can imagine this could be 5 to 10 bucks maybe. And well, I got this item for 6 bucks. So if I manage to sell it for 20, 24, 26, 27, 30 bucks, then I made a decent profit even after shipping. And if you can do that on every item, then you're talking a few $100s. This was also another item I received on a $5, $6 day. I always want to say $5, but it's a $6 day. This is made in England or London, and this sells online for 115 bucks. Walmart actually sells this, believe it or not, as well as eBay. eBay has it listed for 80 bucks. The majority of them are going for about 80 and have sold for that price. I have mine listed for 50, and it has received almost 80 viewings, and has a few watchers. It has yet to sell, which doesn't necessarily discourage me. I mean, this is pretty small, so it's just gonna sit in my closet until it sells. And I paid 5 or 6 bucks for it. If I net 40 to 50 bucks off of it, then I took a decent profit off of that. Then let's see. Say I make 40 and it was $6. Then I end up having $34 remaining, and say shipping I pay, and shipping was maybe $4, so you have 30 bucks. If you want to count your time and gas, subtract 10. Say you take the 20 and you go buy some more items. You could throw in $4 more and get 4 more items with 24 bucks. And if they're $50 items, then you just got $200 off your 24. And if you don't want to go on the high dollar day where there's a big line, you can go on the closeout clearance day. The day before that would be dollar day, and you can find nice items in as well. Sometimes it's about punctuality and getting there before the doors open or as they open, because like I tell everyone I talk to about this, I mean, it's good till it's gone, you know. If people know about it, they're gonna be on it. It's not overcrowded, but at the same time, you have people who are aware of the good deals and they have money to spend and they've got time to spare. And so, I mean, I've seen people loaded in there and just buggies full. And some of them might only get half after they look through some of it. I've yet to do a video in an actual bin store and pulling. And that's mainly because I don't have a GoPro or anything like that. I would just be holding my phone, and that would be kind of a hassle, trying to use one hand, hold my phone with the other. So eventually I may do some of those. They're fun. It's definitely fun to go in there and just see what you can find. Like I said, I went in there with about $100, and I ended up spending 89. Got 14 items, and they were all really good items. Another one was these are Revo R6 LED lights, and they're going for anywhere from 40 to $50, and you're talking probably free shipping. I believe I have these listed for 30, and buyer will pay shipping. But regardless, at 30 and the shipping I said, it's cheaper than what most are selling for, even with the free shipping. So it makes this one just that much more ideal. I know me personally, if I was to use the site to buy something, if I find some Nike Air Maxes and I like them, and there's two of the same pairs, one of them's a little cheaper, and there's a guarantee that I'll get it or my money back, then I'm going to get the cheaper one. And if something does go wrong, then I get my money back. So, I don't know, it's just, I don't know, it's at least the way I think about it. I also picked this up, and I got lucky. I got two of these. Unfortunately, the other one was unwrapped by the employees. As I was checking out, I had another item I was kind of, I don't know, I was just questioning whether or not it was worth buying. And so, as I got to the register, there was a lady that was in the process of checking out and possibly purchasing one of these. She thought it was just a regular phone charger. And she was like, what kind of charger is this? I don't want this. And, well, it turns out this particular item lists on eBay for anywhere from 45, generally no less, up to 60, 65. I think I even saw one listed for $70. I have these. I have mine listed for $42.50, and it will be with free shipping. And again, that's beating most of the other people's price. So it just makes it the more idealistic purchase, in my opinion. This is the other one. So at Dream Deals, you can open your box while you're there, basically, to kind of check the contents, make sure everything's in there, and see your item. So that's what the lady did. She opened it up, and she was checking it out. And I mean, that's fine, everything's still here and it's intact, but I don't know, I just feel like it takes away from the value, maybe without the wrap and the seal, or I just feel like it's 100% brand new that way. Not that this isn't brand new, it's probably never been used, but at the same time, it's no longer sealed, but it's still listed at the same price as the other. And I got it for $6. This is just one, and I believe this is the hoodie, and I got this for $6. It's a little too loud to hold and try and talk, but I did pretty good with the first one. I got a DBZ t-shirt, and I listed it on Facebook before I listed it anywhere, just because I have some friends who they enjoy Dragon Ball Z, and they like it, so I give them a chance to get it before anyone else. And I had 2 friends hit me up on it, and one of them sent me $15 over Cash App, and I shipped it to her for free. A good friend of mine, actually. And thank you, Jessica, for shopping with me and supporting what I'm doing, actually. So, what I got caught up right there. And you won't see any edits in these videos. I'm just not that far yet, and I might not even do it. I don't know. I might get to a point where I just keep it raw and uncut and natural. I mean, I don't know. So with the t-shirts. I lost my train of thought completely. The t-shirts, I got them for $6 a piece, and my friend, like I said, she gave me $15 for the shirt. And then when you look online, eBay, they're selling for 15 to 25 per item, whether it be a shirt or pants, or the hoodie was a little bit more. I listed the hoodie for $20.20. That is what eBay recommended that I list that item at, and so I did. It probably has free shipping. Clothes are pretty easy to ship, and you can put it in a padded envelope and just ship it right out. And they just seem to do pretty good. So, I don't know, I ended up getting 4 of those. The next thing I ended up getting was this, and as I was going through the store, me thinking I was going to be quick and get to the bins before most people, I just grabbed a blue bag at Dream Deals versus getting a buggy as well, or maybe both. I wanted to get to the deal, and that was a wise decision, but at the same time, I probably could have got a little more if I would have went for the buggy. It did give me the advantage to actually get to some of the bins before anyone else and actually look through them really quick. It also helped Dream Deals the day before last Friday. They released a photo or a post with photos, and it was 30 to 40 different photos of just their bins with high-end retail merchandise. They had Google Nest or Google Home, whatever the little things were. Some of these depicted a Boss radio that I also got. It's actually in the closet. I didn't pull it down. And quite a few other things. And so I went the very next morning, and I was there an hour before they opened. And I saw Harry Tornado there. He got a bunch of stuff, and he put me on to, I have to get back to this in a second. He put me on to Shippo, which is a very good service for anyone who needs to ship something at a cheaper rate. This was my original quote for that Texaco oil drum I mentioned in my last video that I sold my second sale. Sold it for $48, and shipping was $20, $68 total, and this was my quote, and so I was going to be in over my head, plus coming out of my own pocket for a free item I found. And it could have went a number of ways because the other individual had paid his part, or so he assumes, and it was a technical error on my end. Luckily and fortunately enough, the gentleman was very acceptable of what happened. He didn't really hold it against me, and he understood. I just told him I made an error. I was kind of new. He was my second sale, and it was an error on my part. And basically, we came to the agreement of creating a second invoice for whatever the remaining amount would be to ship. And when I got these rates, I was just $114. I was like, man. So I remember what Harry Tornado told me, and that was to check out Shippo. So I went to Shippo and I made an account, and so I got the rates. Another cool thing about them is you can link them to your eBay account. So it has all of your sales or anything that's pending that needs to be shipped. It's right there. And if normally, or at least half the time, I'd say, eBay has most of your listings, dimensions and weight from previous sellers. So you can calculate shipping without having to really worry. But sometimes you will need a tape measure and a scale for your dimensions and weight, so you do know your shipping. But from that point, you can go to someone like Shippo versus UPS, USPS, FedEx, and you can pay 50% off, a half off discount, pretty much. The lowest rate I was gonna get was UPS Ground for $113.98. UPS also wanted me to pay $20 to pack my item, and I went and found a free box and got some bubble wrap and tape and did it myself for almost free. And so, like I said, I looked on Shippo, and instead of paying the $114, I got my shipping slip from them directly for $58. And I just went back to UPS with my prepackaged item, emailed them the shipping label for $2, and had them slap it on my box and ship it out. So I ended up putting $60 into that one. And it sold for $68. So it happens. It's just something I had to learn from and not do again. This is a wireless controller for a Switch, and they are selling online for $15 to $25. I was watching this video, and this guy was talking about I can't remember the terminology and what exactly the phrase was called, but it was when you're selling unbranded items or fake items, or how certain things you just can't sell on eBay because it can freeze up your account or whatever, come with its own consequences. So I don't know, it's something I'm not very aware of. It's something that you should look out for. Just know what you're selling and try and list everything 100% accurate. Don't misrepresent anything you're trying to sell, because you could have backlash. Let's see, the last other things that I actually pulled down from Dream Deals. I've never really heard of Klim gaming headset, but when you look them up, they do pretty well online. Generally pulling about $20. And again, this is another $6 item. From what I know, if you list an item as an auction on eBay, you generally have more of a chance of selling it faster, but you may not net exactly what you wanted for the item. So if I wanted to get $22 for this, I was just trying to get the most, and I had time to wait, and I could just list it for that price and wait on it to sell. Now, being that I'm a new seller and I want this to sell quickly so I can get the reviews and continue going, this is listed for $12, I believe. And I believe it's an auction, and they last for 7 days. If it doesn't sell, it just restarts. If one person bids and no one else bids, then they win that item. If it has free shipping, then all they do is pay their bid. If it does have shipping, they pay it and they get their item. So if I was to list something and it doesn't move and I drop the price down and the shipping's free, then you get the item at a low cost, versus the retail, which is $30, $35. You get it for that bid amount. So it's good for the buyer as well as the seller, because they can get rid of something quick make a small profit, as well as if they're a new seller, take a rating from that, or I can't remember what they call it. Another pair of gaming headsets. Did I mention I'm tired? It's like 1:20 in the morning maybe, and of course today was hectic. More moving and the kids going wild. I posted a little video earlier of the boys playing with their uncle here at the house, and they were just going wild. I mean, all over the place. And I've been debating on whether or not to get them into one of these videos. I just haven't exactly figured out how I want to incorporate them into it. But I do, if not just to reach more people, to show another side of it, I don't know. Anyways, these red and black gaming headsets go anywhere between $9.50 to $17. And again, this is another $6 item. So if you could get the most off of it, then $17. And if you charge free shipping, then you pay that, and you still make a small profit. Or you can charge a flat rate for ship, or whatever. eBay, UPS, eBay, whatever eBay actually recommends that you ship it for. They'll show you a recommended method to ship, and they'll also show you prices for each one, whether it be FedEx, Brown, UPS, USPS. So that is all of the stuff that I acquired from Dream Deals, and again, that was $89.98, so $90 for 14 items, and I believe the subtotal for just those items I showed was $259. And again, that was on an $89 investment, and it wasn't everything that I got. I believe with everything that I actually got that day, the value was around $400 at resale, or close to it. Now you have to consider the $89.98 comes out of that $400, as well as time invested in the gas and things like that. So that all has to be considered. And then you have your eBay fees or your PayPal fees, and it's just things to consider, especially if you want to eventually start an LLC and a legitimate business, and it's just all the stuff you have to keep up with. Before I did get off here, I wanted to go over a few other things that I've come across, and I guess I'll start with these. So Vilo is going out of business, and they had a whole bunch of stuff for sale. The Charleston Highway, Casey location, they had a bunch, but it was all 30% off. The other location, closer to downtown Columbia, they had started to run out, so everything they had was getting cheaper. The makeups and a few other things that I got were all 95% off. I literally paid 30 cents a piece for each of these, and they resell for anywhere between $5 and $8. So I didn't have to go to Dream Deals. I didn't have to buy a pallet. I didn't have to go to a thrift store. I didn't have to do any of that. I just went to a store that was closing out, and I bought something that was worth a decent amount at a heavily discounted price. Just like these. CoverGirl. Now, I don't know very much about makeup, but I know how to search. My fingernails are dirty. Jeez. I guess I'll have to cut them before my next video. Sorry, guys. Whenever you look it up, you get your prices, and you get, like I said, you can go and you can see previously sold items, what they went for, so on and so forth. Well, being that I only paid 30 cents for these, and I mean, if I list them for $3 a piece, and buyer pays the shipping, I'm still making a decent amount off of them. And like I said, I didn't have to buy a pallet. I didn't have to go to Dream Deals and wait in a line. I just went somewhere where I knew a sale was going on, and I utilized that to buy quite a few things for a very cheap price to resell. Also like these, and again, some of these were actually $10 items. I won't sell any of them for 10. I have them actually reduced. I believe I'm doing like 2 of the lipsticks for $7, and I came across these. These were also in the 95% off, and these are worth $10 a piece, I believe. And I cannot remember what I listed these for. I want to say $8 or $7 a piece. And I may sell on them for a while, but eventually they'll sell and it'll be a whole bunch of profit. Because this was 95% off. I don't remember what exactly I paid for these, but regardless, if they sell for $5 a piece, it was profit. I could pull anywhere from $50 off of just the makeup and the batteries and the few other pieces of makeup over there that I got, and I might have spent $10 there. And that's just another piece of inventory to add to your store. It's just another thing that you can sell. And again, I feel like the more you have listed, the more chances you have of actually making a sale. I'm not saying go get a whole bunch of crazy stuff and list 1,000 items, but I still have 167 items that I can list this month. I believe with that one selling, I only have 39 listed now. Let me go over a few other things. I mentioned other things that sell and that sell decently or that are unique and people buy. This is something that I got for free, and there's a market for it. I think these go on eBay right now for 10 to 15 bucks, maybe a little bit more depending. And of course you have to pay for your shipping. Old things like this, VCRs, old tape players, Singer sewing machines, especially if it's in good condition and in working condition. There's a market for that because there's a collector who is fascinated with Polaroid and wants every one of their cameras. It's wild, but there's a market for it. Or these, for instance, a bunch of glass bottles that I ended up getting for free. And actually, these came from the same place I got my Texaco drum. So I was riding out in the country, and I passed this abandoned building. And this wasn't the first time I had passed this building, but I mean, it piqued my curiosity. I wanted to know what was out there. It was this old red barn, and there was a few other buildings attached to it, and they were just desolate and abandoned. There was no signs, no posted or anything, and I didn't actually go inside. But there was like an old barn beside the barn house, and it wasn't the traditional red barn. It was like an old shed barn, and I believe they were doing mechanic work. There was old tires, an old jack, but it was in bad shape. And there was these. That's where I got the Texaco old drum. These bottles, they were just there, left and just going to waste in the woods. And it was something I was able to get for free just from going and looking. If anything, I picked up litter, and I helped save the earth, and also will get paid for doing so. This is something I haven't listed on eBay yet. and I haven't actually even looked these up. Not enough to tell you what they may go for. Worth enough to keep and resell, especially when you get it for free. Um, just like the Polaroid camera I was talking about, that's free. So it's pure profit. This is pure profit. That bottle that I just showed you, the ginger ale, it's pure profit. This is an old school Coke bottle. It was free, so it will be pure profit. It's not even cleaned off yet. That's I have quite a few items that need to be gone through, need to be listed. This is another same can, a little better condition except for that side. And I have a lot. I have a lot of stuff that needs to be listed, and I don't know. I feel like you should at least take your time. This one definitely. Then again, I'm not sure because I don't want to pop the seal. I'm not entirely sure if it was ever popped or if it just evaporated and there's that little bit left. But it is definitely an older bottle. I've never seen a Pepsi bottle like this, actually. And I was kind of fascinated by it. I once, before I decided to do anything like this, I was just buying and reselling and mainly finding old barn finds and stuff like that. I come across an SC Distillery bottle, and I used to know this guy. He bought so much stuff from me in different varieties. He bought like a propane tank for a home from me. He bought a pool pump, like for an actual pool for $325. He also bought this SC Distillery bottle from me. It was $80 that he paid me for it. It had like a bluish hint to it, and to him it was worth money. To me it was just a bottle that I found, but it had a value, and some people don't know that, or some people will overlook it, or they don't care enough to do the research. I don't know, honestly. Me personally, I didn't come from a very well-off family, so I had to basically get everything on my own, and I had to learn a lot of things the hard way. And I don't know, I learned early on that, again, there's a lot of ways to make money, not just buying and selling. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. But with that being said, I don't know, you just gotta put in the work and the effort. I kind of lost my train of thought again. Let's see here, it's 1:39. And I started this video about 38 minutes ago. Jeez, I'm about ready for bed. It's 1:39 a.m. Again, to reiterate on all the glass and the jars and the fact that I found that an abandoned or on an abandoned property. All that was free. It just takes some time in TLC. Clean the bottles up, look them up, see what the price is, list the bottles. When they sell, ship them, wait on my money, and just continue doing that. For me, that is key. If I can buy a pallet and make a profit off of it because I spent $400 and it had $900 worth of retail in it, or if I can go to Dream Deals and find almost $400 worth of items for less than $100 to resell, I'm all for that. But at the same time, I personally feel like when you can add that free spectrum or items that you came across at a very heavily discounted rate or for free, then it is pure profit, and it just helps, in my opinion. Maybe that's just me. I just feel like it boosts the all around maybe morale of what it is that you're doing and your sales. It helps you buy more, reinvest. So if I can come across anything that has value and that I don't have to come out of pocket for, and I only have to put in a little work, I'm all for it. And that's just another way to make a profit off of something. One more thing I think I wanted to touch on, and I'm going to wrap this video up, was I think I mentioned actually two more things. Earlier, I was in front of a Dollar Tree, and my wife was in the store getting something. And so I was watching this video. This guy was going into Dollar Trees, and he was buying items that he could resell for a profit. He would go in there with a QR scanner, scan these items that he thought had value, and see what they would sell for on Amazon. And believe it or not, some of these items were slightly profitable. Some of them 30 cents, 50 cents, $2. Again, now he had a point, because anyone could do that. You got $5 and you could go buy 5 books from Dollar Tree, and you can look at the back. I literally bought 4 not long ago that were almost worth $90 from Dollar Tree for $4. And all I did was went in there and I looked at the back. And at that particular time, I didn't have much money, and I was able to resell it. You just go in there, and when you look at the books, you're looking for the price. And generally, most books have the price on the back. And all I was seeing was $22, $24.99. Some of them were the same. Check and see how they sell. Have they sold recently? What was the price? And as long as they're moving, then you purchase them. If you got them for $1 and you resell them at, I mean, anything that you get for $1 and you resell over $10, I mean, you did really good. I mean, if you get $2, you doubled up. So that's the whole point, the name of the game. However you can make $1, whether it be side hustle or buying and selling or whatever. Now, the second thing. I was talking about dolls the other night, how it blew my mind that someone could sell a doll and actually make money on eBay. This is a Disney doll. Let me not say which doll, because I'm not entirely sure which one this is. But I also have another one. And that's Elsa, I believe. Frozen Disney doll. And I have not looked these two in particular up, but from watching a few other videos and seeing dolls listed on eBay, especially Disney, from what I'm aware of, they sell at a higher value, and apparently there is a market for plush, and that is their terminology. And I mean, it sells pretty well. There are sellers who sell nothing but plush, resell bears and baby dolls. I mean, it's wild, but it's done every day. And I have a whole blue container of just dolls and more dolls. Now, are they all worth money? I'm not entirely sure, but my wife was given these dolls from a friend who was moving and couldn't keep them. And I tell you, it's a bin full. It is a bin full of dolls. But the point with that is that they were 100% free. And so we'll wash them, and I'll go through them, and I'll check the prices. If it's $1, I don't know if I'm going to list that. It depends. I like to capitalize, and I have like 200, 300 CDs right now. Some of the same things, and I got them all for free. But I'm still going to list them to sell, even if it's for $1, $2 a piece. But because there's so many of them, that, I mean, if they sell and they sell $1, $2 a piece, and you got 200, 300, then you did pretty good off some free CDs. And they're all sealed and brand new. I also got 180 phone cases, new iPhones, new Samsung phone cases, and they were all for free. I was going to bulk sell them, but because I want to make as much profit as possible to buy items that hold more of a value, a higher value, because that's, I think, what we all want. I want to sell them not for as much as possible. I'm not going to go and, like I have a heyday Apple 11 Pro blue matte phone case with a power bank listed for $7 right now. And I believe if you look it up, it's at least 15 or more. So it's almost, well, a little less than half. I feel like that's fair. Now, I bought that one from Dream Deals, so, but the other ones that are free, like I said, if I list them for $2, $3, $4 a piece, $5 a piece, and do free shipping, I mean, that's just pure profit. Imagine if I could sell every one of them for $5 a piece, and it was close to $200, $1,000. My math may be off. Either way, what I do know is that the profit is there. So there's, again, so many ways to make money, and especially when it comes to selling, using these platforms, utilizing eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari if you want to, Letgo, OfferUp, Poshmark, Amazon FBA. I have no idea about that yet. I do want to learn. I'm not too sure about cross-posting. Maybe Facebook Marketplace because I'm actively on Facebook. But as far as multiple sites to list, not to mention multiple fees, but I don't know, it's just multiple headaches, I feel like, because what if you list the same item on 5 different sites and 3 people from 3 different sites try to buy it or something? I just feel like it would complicate things. So I try to stay away from that. I did want to touch, this video is getting long. I didn't want it to be too long. I want people to actually want to watch it. But I also wanted to touch on a few places. Again, Dream Deals, Crazy Cas Boys, Big Time, which is in the upstate, Google, any local wholesale near you, whatever your area may be, to find your local wholesalers if you want to buy pallets or maybe individual items. You can also go to Facebook Marketplace. That is a good place to find individuals who buy to resell pallets, and that has worked pretty well for me, with 2 in particular that I still use to this day, sellers, and one was the Target pallets that I mentioned in the previous video, and the other was a mixed Amazon pallet from a place in West Columbia, close to Lee Park Road. And I found this place just from looking on Facebook Marketplace. So that's one way to do it. You got the old barn finds. Again, you have thrift stores. And it just doesn't just have to be a regular Goodwill. It can be the Goodwill where you buy it by the weight, where it's already pre-priced. You can go to his house. You can go to a number of thrift stores. Depending on your area where you are, there may be a little honey hole that not many people know about. From what I know now, Harry Tornado had mentioned that a friend of his opened a new bin selling store, nowhere near as big as Dream Deals or Crazy Cas, but nonetheless, it's another bin store that has items that can be had and purchased, and especially when they're not very well known or they're just starting up, it gives you the opportunity to kind of be more laid back and relaxed and get there maybe a little later and still be able to find valuable items without working too hard. With all that being said, I'm gonna save some more for another video, I guess. I feel like I've talked enough and I am tired. Hopefully you guys do like this video, and if there are any questions or any comments, anything that I can help you guys with, or if you heard me say something crazy, something you think you can help me with, leave a comment and let me know. My channel name, I changed it like 4 times. Me and my boys, we were trying to debate what might work, and then my brother was talking to me about legalities, and so I just went to my gamer tag, which is also my email, sleepdrifter69. That is the channel, and that is where all of my videos will be attached. I appreciate the likes and the subscribes, as well as the views that I've received. I didn't expect to get, right now I think I was at like 67 views over a 20-hour span. That's not an overwhelming amount, but just the fact that they were viewed, that's pretty neat. So thank you guys, and I appreciate it. Hopefully this video helps.